So I've been talking about this for many weeks now, many of the group chats that I run. It's that big question. It's how low can the UK pound go against the US dollar? It's hitting record lows. Let's take a look at the technical analysis to see if we can answer that question. So I'm going to start us off with a real long-term look at things here. And this is a monthly chart of the GBPUSD going back to 1972. And you can see that it hasn't been this low since February 85. And we're just pushing those new lows into that zone there. At one point back in the 70s, it was in the mid twos and has been sort of a one-way street ever since. And this was the last big financial crash when it was around, about the 2 mark, and again off it trot down to these new lows, and we can see a bit of Brexit down in there, but really it recovered from that and then pushed on south. And is it going to go further? Well, let's have a look into the weekly chart. So we go back to the financial crisis of 2008, where you can see it was last in the twos, and since then it's been all the way down to the recovery from Brexit, like we just mentioned, and then down and down over 2022, and it's now pushing those new lows. In terms of a slightly longer term view, where could we be looking at? Well, we've got 0.905 there, 0.83 and 0.68 as possible downsides. We can see it broke that zone. It's into new territory, and they are the potential downside numbers. Now, if you are bullish and you think there's a recovery on board, maybe a government intervention to get that pound back higher, then we've got the 4-line break chart for you. I've set it to daily just to take out a bit of the noise, the volatility. It gives us a couple of numbers if you are bullish: 1.125 and 1.137, like I said, to the upside. Let's have a look at the daily Heikin-Ashi chart from the sort of earlier highs of 21. One-way street. What the signal's giving us? Well, it's a bit obvious. It's all down there. Nice to see this one here. Volatility picking up. It's broken up and it's at its highest for a long while in the early 20s. That's correlated into that price fall, and we've got a sell signal on the 2-line pink box breakout at the moment. We can just see that pause from yesterday's super lows, and it's been a bit more of a positive day today, but can it hold it? That will be the $1,000,000 question. And getting into the really short term with the Renko chart, used a 0.0025 block size, trend down. As you can see, the shorter term signals, due to today's slight recovery in the price, you can see is a bit more bullish, so a bit of neutrality in the real short term. You can see that yellow block area that I've shaded in. That has been the range for a while, and then it broke on down in early September, and we've had numerous sell signals down here, and let's have a bit of a recovery today. Where could it be heading next? Well, downsizing the short term back to those lows at 1.03 sort of 57 area. Then we've got 0.97, that would be a historic break below the 1 parity level, and then 0.89. If it can recover from here though, got to get through the Fibonacci lines at 1.12, then 1.17, and then back to those recent highs in the 1.267 sort of area. So a score based on the technical analysis then for the currency pair. Well, it's bearish at the moment, and we're not factoring in any fundamental intervention here. Everything's telling us there's more downside to come. Little pause in the shorter term. Maybe that's some short profit taking. We'll see. In terms of the two charts, clearly see that it's not a great picture. If you are bullish and you think there's a recovery, top right, a couple of numbers for you to get in at. And in terms of targets, both not too bad on either way really. To the upside, 1.75 and 4 to 1, to the downside due to a tighter stop there, 3 to 1 and 5.67 to 1. But overall, sticking with the bearish POV at the moment, just based on the technicals. What a mess Liz Truss's new UK government has got itself in already. And looking at those charts, it still looks like a one-way street to the downside, but we might see some intervention maybe from the Bank of England to reverse the fortunes of the pound. But it's not looking great, and 0.9, 0.8 could be on the radar for the short traders out there. Now, let me know in those comments below whether you agree, disagree. Where is the pound against the dollar heading next? Love to hear your thoughts. Now, if you liked today's video, please give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons. And all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. Good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.